Marnie, it's a 4-1 defeat once again in Leamington. Sum that one up for us.
Listen, it's it's one of them where you want to be annoyed, which I am, but I have to put things into perspective. It's a tough place to come. I think they sort of dealt with the conditions and the elements better than we did, especially first half. I thought we were a little bit. I think we were off the first half, if I'm being honest, and they definitely got the better of us, and they deserved to win 2-0 up because they were a better team. Second half, we huffed and we puffed them, and we got a goal back, and you think maybe, but we just couldn't get that finishing touch. We just weren't sort of linking well together, and we had to go for it. It was gung ho, and sometimes you're going to get caught in the break, aren't you? And that's what happened, and that's why they scored the last 2 goals. We were going for the game. We thought, well, we'd rather get something from the game than get nothing, so we had to pile everybody forward. And listen, things like that happen, and we'll learn from it. But I'm still immensely proud of what this club has achieved.
It's an unusual challenge for yourself, coming up against an experienced manager who's been in this job in particular for the last 15 years, and yourself in your first full season as a manager. How do you go about a challenge like that?
Listen, it doesn't matter who I come up against or who's in the other dugout. I'm always going to respect them because they're in the same league as us, because we're at the same level. But I don't think anything about managerial-wise was much today. I think just their players were better on the day. I think, as I said, they dealt with the elements. They dealt with with everything, the wind, the conditions, the pitch, and they deserved to win. Yeah, we look like we might get an equaliser. But listen, it's football. We understand that we're not going to win every game, that we're not going to be so tight at the back every game, and it's disappointing that we conceded so many because it's not like us. But it's one game of football. If you look at the last 5 or 6 games and you look at our form, it's unbelievable. But now it's time to readjust, and next game we go out to win.
Looking at Brighton, it's the first league start since coming back from his injury for Ben Darby. A word on him?
Yeah, listen, it's his first league start, as I said, and it's he's definitely deserved it. He's worked hard, he's been patient, he's been in and out of squad, and obviously he played well Tuesday night, and we felt like it was a game for him to come into. But obviously with the conditions and the elements here, it's a tough game to come into, and it wasn't through his own fault or Mikey's that at half time I felt like I needed to change it. I felt like we needed something different to try go for the game, and unfortunately then too we're sacrificed for the game. And listen, it's a learning curve for all of us. It's a tough game, but it's one of them things. It's football, and you will lose some. We've got to put in perspective of where we are, what we're trying to do, and it's definitely something that we want a reaction out of the lads out of the next game.
Of course, a noticeable miss out from today's lineup was Jimmy Spencer, and of course Dave Worrell came off injured in midweek. Can we have an update on that?
Yeah, obviously Dave's hurt his hand. I felt like it was probably he has got a splint on it as such, but I felt like it'd be too soon to get him back in after only damaging it on Tuesday. And Jimmy's we're just making sure he's okay. We don't want to bring someone of Jimmy's quality back. As much as we would have loved to have him today, we don't want to bring him back too soon and have him out for any longer. So they're just precautionary for him today. But listen, the reason why we have the squad is for other people to step in and show us what they can do. And up until today, I think everybody's shown that they can all make an impact or have some voice at this club and go and show us what they can do. And listen, it's one of them. We keep our heads down and we move on to the next game.
Despite the results today, another bright spot from this game is that we are top at Christmas. How is that for you and the squad to hear?
Yeah, listen, that was me talk at the end of the game. Obviously, I hate losing just as much as anybody else. It infuriates me, it frustrates me, and I'm always thinking how I could done better for the lads on the pitch, and how can I do better for the lads off the pitch? How can I be better on the side? How can I be better on the pitch when I'm playing? There's so many things going through my head, but as I spoke to the lads in the dressing room, I said to them, put it into perspective that every other team in this league would give anything to come here today, lose 4-1 and be top of the league at Christmas. I know a lot of teams look at us and are waiting for us to drop off, and that's fine. But a lot of teams are looking at us and want to be where we are. We've got full-time teams in the league that are striving to be where we are. I know it's only 21 games gone. I know there's 25 to go, but for a little old club like Curzon from Tameside to be top of the league at Christmas, I think it's a massive achievement for the lads, and all the credit goes to them and my management staff. The amount of work and sacrifice we've put in to be here has been amazing, and obviously we would have liked to finish off this Christmas bit with a win, but obviously the fans that travel down here singing our songs, singing our names, saying we are top of the league at the end of the game, it's these moments are for them when we can celebrate them. A little bit of a milestone at this time of the year, but now our full focus now is like when we win, is we don't get too high and we don't get too low. We focus on the next game. How can we be better? How can we go and get them 3 points at home on Boxing Day?
That next game, of course, as you say, on Boxing Day, and the ultimate game of 2024. How are we looking going into that one?
Yeah, listen, obviously, myself and the management staff will look at this game in detail. We'll make sure that we look at everything that we've done today. As individuals, could we give them more details? Could we give them more information? And then we look at how we can set up. We'll look at how Farsley got on today. We'll see what their formation is, how they play, and we'll go into Boxing Day looking for a bit of a vengeance, because we don't want to be losing, be on the tail ends of losing 4-1. We want to be the ones winning. So we want to go into Boxing Day and making sure that the lads are ready for a reaction, that we deserve a reaction after how we played today. And let's end the year on the high, and let's see where it takes us, and hopefully all the Nash fans and all the club will have a lovely Christmas, and we'll see them all on Boxing Day.
Cheers, Manny.
Thank you.